Hello, YouTube. My name is William Manello, and before I begin, I'd like to say that I support all my words that I am about to talk to you about. This has to do with driving safety, whether it be what the trucking industry refers to the four-wheelers or passenger cars, and also to the professional drivers, or so-called, what is also called in the industry, super truckers. Okay, so with that said, this is all have to do about safety. For the four-wheelers out there or passenger vehicles, I truly believe that on a daily basis, you do not realize the gravity or the dangers you put yourself in when you're on the road. These have to do with following too close. You should never go ahead and keep yourself to the left or right of a truck driver. And you constantly do not realize, especially when you're going into states with mountain areas or downgrades of 5, 6, or 7% grade, that you cut in front of a truck driver, not realizing that when he is going down that hill, he is gaining speed. You may remain at the same speed, but you're putting yourself in danger of that truck driver not being able to stop. Maybe he might lose his brakes because he's burned them up because he's pressing them so hard and he can't stop, which means, for lack of better words, and I'm just being straightforward here, you're going to die because he's going to run right over you. You also have four-wheelers that are constantly rushing to wherever they need to go. Well, the only thing I can say about that is if you're in a hurry, leave earlier. There is no sense in running faster than the speed limit, maybe 5 miles over, cutting in and out of the traffic, which is another thing. Most people don't realize that if you remain the same speed and in the same lane, you're not going to get there any faster by switching lanes back and forth. The traffic is designed with city lights and stop signs off of the expressways to go ahead and alleviate the throughway in the cities. You guys don't understand that, but that's for another time. I'm talking about dangers. Continuing on with the passenger vehicles. I understand it's year 2019, and we have technologies that are among us. And I know you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your constant texting and driving with your phone literally in your hand all the time, and constantly in your face texting and bring it up. First off, you're breaking the law. And I want to go ahead and say this so it might be a level in some people's minds. And at the end of the day, if I save one person's life, then this video has done its job. I want you to think for a moment. Somebody calling you up, and one of your loved ones might be your mom, your dad, your brother, sister, your daughter, your son, uncle, whomever. Somebody calls you up someday and says, "I'm sorry, Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so, but your loved one was killed today because there was a person texting and driving, lost control, and made some truck driver or you run them over and they were killed." If that happened, outside of me saying this to you now, would you stop doing it then? Well, that is an interesting conversation to have, because me being a truck driver, as you can see, I'm in my truck. I have literally stopped in a traffic jam, looked down and seen people texting and driving, and we were stopped. Their windows were down, and I asked them that same question. Do you want to know what the response was? Which is ignorant, to say the least. Mind my own business. mind my own business. I am minding my own business because when you're texting and driving on the road, you're affecting my safety. You're affecting my family's safety, my loved one's safety, even your safety. So I really need you guys to stop for a second and not think of me trying to go ahead and tell you what to do. I'm trying to tell you to open your mind and think of the actions that you're doing and what would be caused of that. Because I guarantee you, if it happened, you would think of this day that you've seen this video. And you would say to yourself, oh my God. I don't care how much of an ignorant person you might be. We're human and it would affect you. Now, with that said, my attack has been, or not attack I should say, or conversation has been mostly with the passenger vehicles. Now I'm going to switch levels and go with the professional driver, or what is supposed to be the professional driver. There are many of you, again, as I said before, as a super trucker, that think that you're above the law. They think that them going faster is going to make them money. They think that nothing that they do is going to go ahead and affect them. Well, it does. And it affects the lives of other people. You have the same truck drivers that are going to go ahead and tailgate people because they want to try to intimidate that four-wheeler or passenger vehicle to get out of their way so they can go ahead and speed and break the law and think that they're going to go ahead and get to their destination faster and make more money. You're wrong. You don't make more money by going faster because we're bound by the 14-hour rule. You're going to get there probably almost the same time as I would if I was traveling 10 miles less because you have traffic. You have more stress involved. You're not, let alone only that, you're wasting money because anything, and it is fact, anything in a professional truck that is in between 65 to 67 miles an hour over, then you're just burning the fuel. So that money that you think you're gaining, you're wasting. Let alone the fact that the life that you endanger when you do that. And last but not least, it is a felony for a professional driver, not so much a passenger vehicle, to tailgate a person to try to intimidate them to move because it is reckless and it is using a vehicle as weaponized to intimidate somebody. That's a felony. And last but not least, it is ridiculous. Not alone is it being ridiculous for the passenger vehicles, for a professional driver to gain a license to be able to drive a Class A or Class B vehicle that needs special permissions to go ahead and actually do that. You're texting and driving as well. I don't get some people. You put yourself in danger and other people in danger just as the four-wheelers do. So again, at the end of the day, I really hope that people listen to what I've said today. It's just silly. It's nonsense. And again, if I save one life for some person that constantly has done this and not realizing it, then this video has done its job. I thank you for listening. Hopefully people will listen. I don't care to be famous. I really don't care if people subscribe or anything. I just needed this message to get out because there is nowhere on YouTube that anybody talks of this. Thanks, and have a great day.